Guess what we're doing today? Oh my gosh, you guys. So we have two things to talk about today. First things first, we finally hit 1 million subscribers on this channel. I don't want to get too much into it. We have a couple of videos planned after this to kind of celebrate. So from there, we're going to go into this. Welcome back to Gone to the Snow Dogs, where we show you what life with your dog can and should be like. Kira had surgery. So we finally took Kira in to get her fixed, and a lot of you guys had a lot of questions about this, so we thought we would do a little video kind of doing some information for you guys, letting you know the decisions we made, why we made the decisions we made, so that you can become better informed when you go to make these decisions for your own pet. Side note, always speak to your veterinarian before doing these things, your breeder, other people. Do your own research, don't just take my advice. Also, there will be a link down in the video description for all of the things we used during Kira's surgical recovery, including the cone that she's wearing, the onesie that she wore, and a bunch of other things that we used to kind of help keep the dogs happier during surgery recovery. So yes, Kira finally got fixed. A lot of you guys are wondering why we waited so long, what made us make this decision, and there was a lot of different factors that went into this. It had a lot to do with us talking to our breeder and doing our own research. With Kira, we waited until after her first season to get her fixed. We also waited until she was a little bit older. She was, about 1 year and 8 months old when we got her fixed. Some research shows that if you get them fixed too early, it can actually cause arthritis, blown out knees, blown out hips, things like that when they get older. Now, this doesn't always happen. It's not always the case, but some research has been leading to show that part of the reason dogs have issues like that can be because of being fixed too early and that hormonal structure change. Again, please talk to your vet. Please do your own research out there. Find out what you can find out. This is just my experience that I am sharing with you guys. So yes, we waited to get her fixed. Again, we also spoke with her breeder about it, who they have had many Huskies over the years, and this is something they do as well, and have had really good luck with it. So Kira finally got fixed. She did really well through her surgery. But that wasn't the only surgery that Kira had. Kira also had a gastropexy, and a lot of you may be wondering, what the heck is a gastropexy? And some of you may know exactly what it is because you remember when Oakley had to have an emergency gastropexy. We got a lot of questions. We had posted on our Instagram at instagram.com/GonetotheSnowDogs, and a lot of people were wondering, why did we do the gastropexy? Was Kira showing signs of bloat? Did you do it because she eats too fast? We actually did it as more of a preventative type measure. And I don't think preventative is the right word because it doesn't completely prevent bloat from happening. It just lessens the chance of it happening, and then if it does happen, it gives you more time to get your dogs to the vet, to get them decompressed. If you don't know what bloat is, I will put some videos down in the video description below. We had a dog named Oakley who actually went through it a few times, so we have a lot of information and experience with it. She also had a gastropexy, but Oakley's gastropexy was done as an emergency surgery. So we kind of took all of the information we had, did all of our own research, and found out that gastropexies are very commonly done on large breed, deep-chested dogs that are prone to bloat. There's not a whole lot of surgical complications that come along with gastropexy. Like, there's not a lot of side effects that happen with it. The biggest side effect is right after surgery, they have a much larger incision than their spay incision, which I can actually show you guys the incisions. So these are the two incisions that she got. The smaller one is the spay incision, and the larger one is the gastropexy. And as you can see, it is a much larger incision. So the biggest issue that usually happens with a gastropexy after surgery is, they can get infected, so you've really got to keep an eye on it. And your dog can be very nauseous because their stomach is now attached, so they're kind of just relearning what that weird feeling is for a little bit. Kira actually only experienced a little bit of nausea the first day, and that was it. Other than that, she's been fine. She was even fine enough to get her cone off the other day and lick her stitches, and I had to take her back to the vet because she popped 2 of her stitches. So yes, we chose to have the gastropexy done. Now, a lot of you are going to ask, is bloat common in Huskies? Well, statistically, it's not common in the Siberian Husky breed, but I actually know a lot of people who have experienced it with their Siberian Huskies and their Alaskan Malamutes. And because of those things, and because of our own experience, and after doing the research, like I said, and finding out that there really wasn't a whole lot of side effects to getting it done, we elected to go ahead and have it done. I figured I would rather be safe than sorry, and this is something we will have done on our dogs from here on out. Now, I had somebody tell me that this was a Fad surgery, and again, I want to say this was not something that our vet even offered to us. I didn't even know that this was a thing that could be done until after I went through all of the issues with Oakley. I didn't know that this could be done at a younger age. I do suggest, again, if this is something that you decide to get done, wait until your dog's a little bit older. I would say at least a year and a half, maybe even a little bit older, because you want them to be kind of grown before they attach their stomach to their abdomen wall. This was something that I had talked to my vet about as well, which is another reason we waited. We decided to do the spay and the Gastropexy at the same time because why put the dog under more than once? The other thing that Kira finally had done was a microchip. She did finally get her microchip. She hadn't had one this whole time, and part of the reason is that needle that they use for the microchip can be really uncomfortable for the dog, so I didn't want to have her go through that while she was awake. I figured, you know what, we'll just wait until she's having her spay. So she got that done as well. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them down in the comments below. I'm going to do my best to answer them as I can. Also, as I said earlier in the video, there's a link down in the video description to our kit to show some of the things that we used during Kira's surgery recovery, including this really cute onesie that she hated, but it worked. She wore this at night. She would throw a fit every single time we would put it on, and then she would do the same thing at night, and then she would just go to bed and she would sleep all night. So she would do her little protest, and then she was perfectly fine and she would sleep at night. This was a breathable surgical suit that made it so that she couldn't get to her stitches in the middle of the night. And the cones, yes, they can pop them off. Kira did get hers off at one point and managed to lick her stitches, and I had to take her to the vet, and they had to like put a little bit of glue on there. So I highly advise a onesie as well, even if you only use it at night. We hope you guys enjoyed today's informational video. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay positive, dream big, and we will see you again soon. And yes, if you go to youtube.com/snowdogsvlogs, which is our vlog channel, which many of you know we have, but some of you don't even know we have, Kira popped some stitches, and there's a little story about that over there if you want to go check that out and subscribe to the vlog channel to see more of the dog stuff, because maybe we can get the vlog channel to 1 million subscribers. Anyway, that's it. I'm out. Thanks, guys. Goodbye, audience.
Turn around and roll over, snow, we just